Have you ever written a message to someone and a few days later you look back and you're like, man, that didn't really sound like me? And it's an easy thing to, have happen with all these AI tools and even tools like Grammarly and whatnot, who can make your message look a little overly formulaic or formal or just not like your real voice, right? How do you overcome this? Let's get into it. Because when it comes to outbound, it's really important that you write like you talk, right? Writing like you talk. In overly formal writing tends to come across as fake in the outbound space, and it's very, very common. And it just feels like a lot of marketing jargon, and nobody resonates with that kind of language, right? Even though someone's a CTO, they still go home and they speak to their wife and their kids in a normal manner, just like I'm talking to you right here. So when you speak in a formal tone, a more corporate or formulaic tone, you disconnect from your prospect, which is absolutely the worst thing. And the last thing we want to do, we want to connect with our prospect. So we want to speak to connect. And so the problem is that formal language creates an impersonal vibe between you and the prospect. And then basically your message doesn't land because there's no resonance there. Prospects prefer genuine communication, just like you do. So we want to use everyday language and make it very human and personal, not robotic sounding. We want to basically imagine having a conversation with somebody. So casual communication leads to better results. Formal language generally creates a disconnect. So you want to write like you talk. Does it sound like you when you write to somebody? If it doesn't, then you need to rework it until it does. But here's a practical tip you can do. So you can dictate your outreach message directly into your phone, and then you can listen to it back and then say it back again. And I guarantee if you do this little practice every single time, the chances are that your outreach messaging, or any marketing messaging for that matter, is going to be on point in terms of sounding like you. So after that, you want to double check and make sure that it actually is something that you would say in conversation. And if not, then you can tweak it. So here's an example. Here's a before message. I'm organizing an event for sales executives, and I'd love for you to join us. We believe your presence would add value to the discussion. I almost laugh just saying it because it just feels weird, right? It's just like not how you talk. It feels distant. It's all about me and what we want, and so we can flip that. So here's how it might look. Hey, we're hosting a roundtable for sales executives soon. It's a small interactive session where you can connect with peers and share ideas. Would love to have you join. So you can feel the difference there. The second one's a bit more inviting. It's just more natural sounding, and really it's about them rather than about you. Here's a little prompt technique. I know we're all using AI tools everywhere, and it's going to become the norm, so you might as well embrace it. And here's a technique you can use. Instead of writing, hey, write an email explaining our product features, you can try something like, write an email that feels like a casual chat where you explain how our product makes their life easier. Keep it simple and relatable. You could do something like that. If you want to take it even a step further, you could assign the AI a persona. You are a millennial SDR in the platform as a service space. And then write an email that feels like a casual chat or something like that. So it's up to your imagination how you want to do it, but these are very effective techniques, so you can try them out. The takeaway here is it's not about using fancy words and trying to impress. It's just about being real, relatable, and human in your outreach and your communication. And just read it out loud and ask yourself, does this sound like something that I would say? Does this feel natural coming out of my mouth right now? And then you're going to have a high likelihood that you're going to create authentic communication with your prospect and have success with your outreach. So it's been Travis. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.